You there. Take care in these parts. The lich they call the Lost One is said to watch over the forests. We're on the lookout for the Twilight Twins, a pair of terrorists that attacked the Church of St. Darchild. Word is they were seen here. Have you seen this woman?
She looks ferocious, incredibly strong.
Incredibly.
Anyone who saw such a woman would certainly remember her. But no, I've never seen her.
Well, if you do see her, stay clear.
You've been bitten. All of you have. You know what this means.
Aye, of course we do. I've lived 700 years, and this is how it ends. Hunting some cursed grimoire in some cursed wood. No four heavens, no bathing in the life stream, just a god's forsaken second waking.
Avi, we have to do something.
You're kind, young child, but there's nothing to be done. Our flesh is our soul's prison. Mortis has seen to that.
Forget Mortis. We can end this now, if you let us.
Oh, better make this fast.
Ori, help me load their bodies. They deserve a proper burial, at least.
I'll sneak past them.
Moving.
The twin moons, red and blue.
Pressing the enemy.
I'll sneak past them. Feel the snake bite!
I'm going. Die.
Breaking the line.
Feel the snake's bite! You mess with Abby, you mess with me!
You're done.
Can you hear the voices?
Pressing the enemy. Wear them down.
Feel my blade bite! Feel the snake's bite! I'll sneak past them. You mess with Abby, you mess with me!
Quickly. You're mine!
Breaking the line. Holding the line.
Now you see me? Feel the snake's bite!
Move out. Face your
Can you hear the voices?
We will be victorious. Wear them down.
I'll sneak past them. Feel my blade bite!
Move out.
Velthagon Hoylentoth.
Breaking the line. On the offensive.
Die for me.
Now you see me. Feel my blade bite!
No closer, or it's your heads.
Not heads, not yet. From Queen's Nest we come, to Throne of Corsal we go.
I know of no throne.
It is second death. Flesh is ours, soul is Mortis's.
Tell me more about this throne and what it has to do with Mortis.
To Throne we go, flesh ours, soul Mortis.
Whatever it is you seek, let's hope you find it. These bodies, the wounds are recent, hardly any decay.
Listen, I love robbing a grave as much as anyone, but are you about to do what I think you're about to do?
We're adventurers now, Ori. We have to be resourceful. These could be used for zombie decoys, sacrifices to the gods of meat. The options are endless. Come on, give me a hand. What is this?
Mortis's power wanes. If the goddess of death is dying, and it is our guess that she is, we must act.
You intend to use this to save Mortis, somehow.
No! We intend to end her reign once and for all. An opportunity like this comes once an epoch at best. If you've come to volunteer yourself to the throne, proceed.
My guess is those bodies weren't volunteers?
Their will hardly matters now. Nor does yours, little man.
So many bodies murdered. This is insanity.
This is inevitable. Join us in your death.
Now you see me. Feel my blades bite!
Quickly.
We will be victorious.
Now you see me? Feel the snake bite!
You're down, Adriana. I'm going.
Velthakon Hoylentoth.
Pressing the enemy. Wear them down.
I'll sneak past them. You mess with Abby, you mess with me!
Moving. You're mine!
The twin moons, red and blue.
Mounting an offensive. Holding the line.
Yield, or I will cut off your head!
Enough! Well done, young fiend. Well done.
What?
You are spectacular, otherworldly. It's been a century since I last met a fighter with your, vigor. I have a proposition. Help us reap the flesh we need for the throne, and I will repay you in any way you ask.
I nearly killed you. You're either very forgiving or very crazy.
I'm very both, as are you, which is why an alliance is all the more valuable. But it cannot be struck without flesh sacrifice!
I can't be the only one who's feeling nervous about this.
He's powerful, crazy, needs our help. We'll worry about the details later.
Right. Regret later, act now. Regret later, act now.
Now then, deal?
I won't kill anyone just because you say so, Necromancer.
Oh, please. Call me Edgemar. Enemy of the Vale, the Elves, Mortis. Enemy of a great number of things.
I'm Aviana, known around these parts as the Huntress of Tomes.
Truth be told, if you can find willing participants for our ritual, there need be no fighting at all. But I wouldn't recommend it. Everyone should have the pleasure of dying when they least expect it.
Leave the details to me, Edgemar. I'll help build this throne, and in return...
The liberated hordes of Greyleaf do anything you ask.
You're building a temple of rotting flesh. What I don't understand is why, or how.
Instructing my minions to harvest flesh resulted in them tearing each other to shreds. How children fight for the love of a parent. Their bodies made fine contributions just the same. My incantation to free us from Mortis's control requires only blood sacrifice now. Lots of it.
You mentioned you're trying to free yourself from Mortis. What happened to her?
Better minds have been driven mad, questioning the fickle will of God's young fiend. Know only that Mortis's will is to unite the world in death, but that will wanes.
You don't strike me as picky, but let's assume you were. Where do I find the best sacrifices?
My taste in flesh is hardly discerning, it's true. From the tomb of Tuchulkan to the eastern wastes, I want any, and I want many!
I like to know who I'm working with, Edgemar.
Well, there was a time, over a century ago, when I was an archmage to Demosthenes II. I was among the first to serve the Vale. I killed a man who stood in the way of my rise to power. The Vale posthumously named him a saint, and damned me to cleansing.
Necromancy.
And why not? The only thing worse than a naked obsession with power is a hidden obsession with power.
I'll be back. Try not to kill anyone while I'm gone.
I knew we were looking for the leader of Greyleaf's hordes, but he's not exactly what I was expecting.
No, but we found him, and he needs us. That's not a bad position to be in.
Ilion will become whatever you make of it in the end. But be honest with me, I swear not to judge. Have you gone mad?
I was wondering the same thing. You nervous?
I'd say worry is appropriate, given that with a wave of his finger, he could turn us into zombies!
We'd have to be dead first. So my opinion, let's not die.
Oh, don't die. In Greyleaf, home of necromancers and the Dread Queen of Death. Perfect plan!
Yes, young fiend. Come close. Nice and close. I trust the hunt for flesh invigorates you.
I'll be back. Try not to kill anyone while I'm gone.
I promise nothing.
The father of the lost tolerance.
Now you see me. Feel the snake's bite!
Let's move. You're my Yana of Ilion.
The twin moons, red and blue.
Pressing the enemy.
Feel my blade's bite! You mess with Abby, you mess with me!
Moving. No need to
Decides Hoinata.
Holding the lines.
Feel the snake's bite! Feel my blade's bite!
Glory and honor. We make our stand here.
Decides Hoinata.
I'm going.
There will be no surrender.
Now you see me? Feel the snake's bite! Feel the snake's bite! Feel the snake's bite! Ugh.
We will be victorious. On the offensive. Mounting an offensive.
Feel my blade bite! Feel the snake bite! Feel the snake bite! Feel the snake bite!
Velthagon Hoylentoth. The twin moons, red and blue.
Wear them down.
Feel the snake's bite! Not exactly a charmer, that one.
He's got a perfect personality for being tossed onto piles of rotting flesh. Let's take him and his friends back to Edgemar.
Feel the soil. It wants nothing more than to be fed the will of its rightful goddess.
All you need is flesh.
And in exchange, Mortis and her minions shall do anything you ask. But first, the offering!
I just needed to hear you say it. I've already harvested the flesh we need for the throne.
For someone worried about being attacked by a crazed necromancer in a haunted forest, you certainly don't mind having blood on your hands. Well then, young fiend, present this, the final offering on the throne of Korsal. Let us usher in a new era for the Second-Born together.
I'm not one to make demands, but this seems like a good time to back away.
I thought you'd never ask.
Abby, look.
The Lost One. Champion of the Council of Six.
Petulant Edgemar, how dare you invade my domain?
Your domain?
I can explain.
And how have you come to keep the company of the Child of Iron and Sky?
We're friends.
Someone please tell me what's actually happening here.
As I knew and loved your parents, I will allow it. Speak your questions.
Explain what this throne actually is.
The Throne of Korsal is a binding ritual from the epoch of Hoyland Toth. When performed, it is powerful enough to imprison a god itself. That must not happen.
Edgemar says Mortis's power wanes, and that with this throne, we can free them. They deserve liberation, not servitude.
As their unholy mother deserves subservience for granting them a second chance at life. Do not judge what you cannot comprehend.
Edgemar gave me the impression these were his lands, so I assume you're an invader.
The forests of the Lost are mine. I am the eternal champion of the Council of the Six. We are the ancient heirs to Mortis's will. Through us, her power multiplies across the lands. Edgemar is a pest.
Mortis's power wanes. Edgemar said so himself, and frankly, something isn't right in Greyleaf. The hordes are scattered, disorganized, isolated.
These lands are mine to reign over. You dare question me?
Enough of this. We rode here seeking some sort of bond between our people and yours. Instead,
you aided the whims of a rogue necromancer in his quest to imprison the soul of our goddess. For this, your punishment is death.
death is going to have to wait. Hello? You're here. Where's Orion?
Dead, most likely. But then, so are we.
We were fighting. The Lost One descended. I can't remember what happened next.
Because it happened after we died. Instead of giving us a second waking, the Council must have trapped our souls here as punishment.
What is this place?
The Hall of Souls. A prison for any who stand against Mortis. Or, to be more specific, this is one of many stones used to build the Great Hall. Each stone in the Hall of Souls is its own prison world. A hollow form filled with suffering souls.
There must be some way to earn our freedom.
None who are imprisoned in the stones of the Hall of Souls ever leave. The torture is eternal. I'd say it's best we make ourselves comfortable and learn to enjoy the existential anguish.
So long as I have the will to fight, I'm fighting. Are you coming?
We'll have the rest of eternity to sulk. It can wait.
Good. Let's find Orion.